This is a walk away from being called stir fry. Today I'm making Qualinesti Feast vegetable confetti from Tika's cookbook and leaves from the Inn of the Last Home. If you've made this recipe, share your thoughts in the comments below. I am a big fan of stir fry, so when I read this recipe I was excited to try it. There is a delicate balance for me between vegetables being raw or soggy. If they don't have just a bit of bite to them, the mushy texture just freaks me out. The time and preparation of this recipe landed perfectly for me. The recipe is as follows: 1/8 cup red wine, 1/8 cup teriyaki sauce, 1/2 medium onion peeled, 1/3 bunch fresh broccoli, 2 tablespoons dried parsley, 1/3 head fresh cauliflower, 3 carrots peeled, 1/3 cup frozen corn, 1/3 cup frozen peas, 2 shakes dried ginger, and large pinches of oregano, sage, paprika, basil, and freshly ground black pepper to taste. I started by halving, then quartering the onion. The sharp knife trick that was suggested in my Gully Dwarf Stew episode worked perfectly, so thank you very much for that. Next, I peeled the carrots and sliced them into medium strips, halving them again for size. I feel so awkward cutting food on camera. I seriously need to take a cooking class to hone up on my knife skills. Then I took 1/3 of the broccoli, cut down the stems to 1 or 2 inches, and cut them into small slices. The extra vegetables will make great raw veggie snack food, dipping them in a sauce or ranch dressing later. Eat all of the vegetables, people. Do not waste them. Then I took the same steps with the cauliflower. I'm a big fan of cauliflower raw, so I was genuinely worried about how it would come out after cooking it. With all the prep work finished, I transitioned to my cast iron skillet over medium-high heat. I added my Old Vine Zinfandel red wine. Any cheap cooking wine would be fine, but this is all I had as it's what I normally drink, and added the teriyaki sauce after. You want to let this cook until it's boiling to cook out all the alcohol, and then it's ready to add your ingredients. I added my sliced carrots, onion slices, broccoli, and cauliflower, mixing them together to coat them as much as possible. You want to cook this until the carrots soften just a little bit. Next, you can add your frozen corn and peas, mixing them into the liquid and other vegetables. Then you add all of your spices and mix thoroughly. Try to get everything coated, and if it looks a little dry, add a bit of warm water. You're going to cover it all and let it cook on medium for up to 7 minutes. For me, this time left the vegetables with a little bit of bite and no mush. Perfect. Mwah. While this is cooking, you can prep the garnishes of a fresh tomato and some sharp cheddar cheese. Ultimately, this can be a side dish for a larger meal or a meal on its own. We ended up cooking some noodles and eating them together. It would also be great over some rice or paired with some grilled salmon. Don't forget the glass of wine. It's good for your heart, people. Ultimately, I think cooking this in a wok with some more teriyaki and wine would work really well, also adding some salt to bring out those wonderful vegetable flavors. This is a nutrient-filled meal that would have turned me on to vegetables as a kid. My mom used to boil them. Ugh. Do yourselves and your families, friends, or significant others a favor and try this meatless meal. It's tasty and worth it. Thank you all for tuning in to this DragonLance recipe episode. This has been Adam with DragonLance Saga, and until next time, Slán Javar.